Okay, I'm Lizzie, I'm 17, and I'm a senior at Southline High School. I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is, it's kind of similar to leukemia, but it's kind of like in your blood, and it causes your lymph nodes in your neck to swell. I had like a tumor in my chest that was like pretty big. Part of me was pretty mad, but another part of me was kind of relieved because I'd been feeling like really terrible for like months. So it was kind of good to like finally know what was wrong with me. Well, I wasn't really able to go to school like my whole junior year. I basically taught myself like pre-calc and Spanish 4 and all my other schoolwork. I was able to drop like 2 classes and still have enough credits to be a senior and to graduate and stuff. So I did that, and then like it took me all through summer to finish all of my classes from junior year because I had like 3 AP classes and stuff like that. So I feel like I've been doing schoolwork for like a really long time, and obviously I didn't do that well in my classes last year. So senior year, I'm like really trying to get as good as grades that I can so that I can bring up my GPA. It basically goes in and kills all of the cancer cells, but it also kills all of your good cells. So it killed like my white blood cells, so I didn't have a very good immune system. It killed my red blood cells, which is why I had to have blood transfusions. And then it also kills like your hair and stuff. It wasn't like that bad while you were getting the chemo, it was just bad after. I had like a port, which like is what they put the IV into or whatever. And I don't know if this is weird or not, but I asked to keep it after they took it out of me.
Alright.
This is what it looks like.
That was inside of you?
Yeah.
Wait, what did it, were you like talk about like what that did maybe?
Sure. Okay, basically, like it was right here, like inside of me.
Yeah.
And they would, every time I went to get chemo or like a blood transfusion, they would stick the needle into this middle part, and then it was connected to all my veins, and so the chemo would go through. I was on like 7 types of chemo, 6 were through IV, and then 1 was like in pill form. And then I also took prednisone, which is a steroid, and Zantac, which is for heartburn and acid reflux.
Okay.
Well, I had 8 rounds of chemo. First 4 rounds were intense. I had chemo for 3 days and then like half a week off. Then I had another chemo for 1 day, and then I had like 2 weeks off. So it went kind of like that. I mean, for a while, like once I stopped treatment, I still didn't feel that good because it was still like all in my system. But now I feel a lot better, which is good. Sometimes like you can tell that people are only talking to you because you have cancer, or you can like see the sympathy in their eyes when they look at you. And it's like a simple question like, how are you, can turn to like something totally different because they'll be like, oh, how are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. I think I appreciate things that I have more than I used to, and it made me closer with all my family and friends. Basically, my advice would be don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not going to make it any better. You just kind of have to do what you have to do and still try to be a happy person, I guess. Like all my nurses and everyone always said at the hospital how I'm always like smiling even though I'm getting chemo and stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't want to feel bad for myself. Like that's not going to help anything.